One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oregon State's offense will get first crack at it today. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Beavers are rolling down the field. To throw, it's Woodside. Snagged out of the air.
Oh,
They
my
stop him
goodness.
almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Hello?
They put together an 81-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there.
Hello?
And boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Yeah. No.
And he'll just take a knee.
Yeah,
This
no.
drive will
I gotta
start
be
at
at work
25.
at 8 in the morning.
So SMU's offense will try to get
I gotta be at work at 8 in the
their
morning.
first possession.
And then Yolanda want me to come by there and move that cage out of there. So Yolanda want me to come by there and move that cage out of there.
Dropping back.
What's the
it's
cage
Ali.
nasty or something?
Firing to the right, complete.
No, I can do it in the
9-yard gain on
second.
first down leaves them with second and short.
Well,
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back.
saw him have fun over there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's
I
what
know
you're
he was
supposed to do.
wearing
As
your
soon as
ass
they get
out.
the ball, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And
So I know he was wearing you out.
Nice job by the D.
The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is
Phone
dangerous.
probably
When you're
sent
playing
down.
zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Back to throw, it's Woodside. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down.
Seen
so
it late,
nice
though.
to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes to grab. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
No, he did right.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Beavers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The throw. It's complete to the right. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now,
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game, you want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and you have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all three phases.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ali. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Still looking on the move. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They finally get him on the ground, and that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Woodside. Fires to the wideout.
That wasn't his route. What the fuck?
Really should have
It
made
was his
that
route.
catch, and he had an opportunity right
I
there.
was going to keep going up.
2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle.
What the fuck was he
And I
at?
love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move.
I told you he was going to take one of them hoes back.
There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
21, SMU, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We'll play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Back to pass, it's Ali. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week.
Yeah, we can. Ooh, he got up out of there.
A sliver of daylight.
He got up out of there on you niggas, man.
Touchdown, Beavers!
He got up out of there on you
The
niggas,
big
man.
play. Special teams coming through. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
28, SMU, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. Last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Flushed out of the pocket.
No, that's on me. Throw it away. Throw it away. That's on me. That ain't on y'all. That's on me, man. I should do that shit away.
A lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Oh, shit. Stay wide. He had to block.
Full legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give on the inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a 1st down.
Touchdown, Oregon State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ali. Unleashes it on the run. Pulls in the deep ball.
Get that bitch off.
Feeling it, a huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again.
Let's go,
Just
defense.
too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Here comes the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
First down and 10. The give from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking to throw, it's Woodside. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
Oh, that's on me.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what?
Turning it on. Still on his feet.
You got pump fake that nigga, didn't you?
Touchdown Mustangs.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has does enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Woodside. Makes the catch. It's McWilliams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. First down here for the offense. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. Time to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. And the Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly.
Oh, my God.
He was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And the pummeling has started.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He'll keep it himself. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Fumble.
Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Ali. Fires to the big fella.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass.
Easy work. How are they? That job is coming open also.
What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the
I ain't
ball.
worried about
Had a
these
chance
dudes.
to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Throws toward the end zone.
Bro, oh my God, this game's so fucking bullshitty. We played that hoe just right.
One of the areas they really focused on
He didn't even jump.
the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what
play that hoe just right.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just
the middle, man. That's what you did.
He's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now.
Watching
They'll
that
be
boy.
looking to find some cushion on this drive. And as he throws, can't make the connection.
Feed that nigga right.
Putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell in.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes.
Hey, who the fuck, dog? Nobody told me.
They get the turnover.
Who keeps telling this nigga to do that bullshit?
The Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but
Like,
no
who
more
the
than that.
fuck is fucking me over like
After
that?
taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing. Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good, and that was dead.
Yeah, fumble that. I never seen that. That was a good catch, though.
Leads down to 12.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense.
Oh my God, dog. What the fuck?
The sack at the 20. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Woodside. Going for it all. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be
They don't want to let the nigga shine a little bit.
The offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Hand off from the gun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 4 over Louisville. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Beavers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Ali. And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. And the Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Ali. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the catch. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it down the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in.
Ooh, that was good block. That was good fucking pickup.
He noses his way into the
That was good ass pickup.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The offense changing to play. Back to throw, it's Woodside. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the 4th quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him.
Damn.
Quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
3 sacks in a row.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Floats it out in space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Ali. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to throw again. Under fire. It's complete to the left. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. DB's right up on the receivers. Off the RPO, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Brings up third down.
Looking to throw on third. Going for it all.
Oh, that's the fuck I'm talking about, bitch.
Trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires complete on the crosser. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they turn it into a defensive score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Ali. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Now, when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. It's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Flying down the left side. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown.
Wow.
Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Woodside. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Beavers! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And the offense takes control of this football game. But I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And he'll just end this drive. Will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. If Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can.
Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Oh, come on. Jump on your head.
Better throw there. Incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Unleashes one deep.
Bro.
And he's got it in the end zone.
Again?
Touchdown. It won't matter.
They're letting that nigga go off.
But a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the...
Pulls it in down the sideline. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Looking for a man. It's Woodside. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wants to fire on second down. Snags it
Oh,
over the middle.
God.
He stops at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike.
Turning it on. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws.
Oh, my God.
Pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.